Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's 12:10 here, and I am here with you, bringing you two videos. Okay, and one is gonna be a list, other one's gonna be a morning thoughts episode. Hopefully, I can finish them both and upload soon. So it's just past midnight here, 10 minutes past midnight. Long, tiring, not tiring. I slept the whole day. I was not feeling very well today. I was recovering and then suddenly felt a bit weak due to effect of medication. Also at my home, my parents also fell a little bit sick. So both have fever and some cold. So it's the season, the flu and then weather change. We have some floods going on in many parts of Bangladesh. So not a very good time. But then we have to stay careful, guys. Please take care of your health, okay, and your family. So this episode, I thought I had done it before. Top 10 Armani fragrances, and I reviewed many Armani, many lines, and I don't have all of them, mind you. I reviewed some from borrowing from my friends. I had some fragrance, I sold them off, so I don't have all of them with me, but I have set up 10 fragrances as per my liking from my current collection, okay. And I will talk about each as usual. If you haven't watched those individual reviews, you can check out each of these fragrance reviews because they're all on my channel. Just search by the fragrance name and then Joy Amin. Okay, one other thing is these fragrances of Armani, they are not really cheap. Armani is one house, like designer house. It's one of the most expensive designer houses out there. Hermes, Chanel, Dior, Armani, they all charge the same, okay? And Armani fragrance hardly are discounted. You do not find very cheap Armani fragrances, okay? And some of the fragrance entries will be a bit surprising for you. I have few more than this in my collection, but I'm showing you like the ones that I really love. Okay, so let me just do a final count, then I will start the review. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure because sometimes I'm really bad at maths and remembering stuff. Yesterday, I actually forgot to show you some of my one of the honorable mentions. So with age and sickness, you forget a lot of stuff. Anyway, so I'm satisfied with the list right now, and I have a little bit more than 10 with a couple of joint entries or joint champions. But I would like to start with the note. This is my taste. This is my preference, and I'm not suggesting this is absolute universally accepted truth. Whatever you like out of this, my number 10 could be your number 1. You see the point is just for fun. I'm doing this so people can look at this house, and then some of the fragrance perhaps you missed out, then you can give them a try. Okay, I'll name some more as I go. Okay, so honorable mention, I have only one, and that's gonna be the classic Armani's Code. I will explain to you why this is here. Many of you will be mad. Don't be, because I have answered to this. All right, Armani Code is one of the first fragrance from House of Armani that I smelled. Okay, this was my dad's signature scent, and he had the very first bottle which said Armani Black Code. Okay, it said on the bottle. Then they changed the name from Armani Black Code to this bottle. Okay, there's no band here. This is the first reformulation. This is vintage, very hard to find. I have about this much juice left. Like, think about 25-30 ml juice left. This is very rare to find. This is basically tonka beans, very strong, sweet. I think there's lavender and few other notes, like I forgot, like maybe tobacco or something like it. This one was nominated as or won Fifi Award for the most creative fragrance, and this is actually a shape of tuxedo, right? So this is one of the most iconic fragrance of all time, but did not enter my top 10 because of a reason. So as I go, you'll see. All right. Sorry. Hair bad hair day once again. So I'll start with number 10. This fragrance I was also gonna put in honorable mention, but then I couldn't. I reach for this fragrance every weekend, every now and then when I need to refresh myself. Doesn't have really beast mode performance on most occasion, but the feels, this is the money maker for Armani. Acqua Di Gio, still selling, still expensive, and very, very hyped. Like they have a lot of other flankers which made the list. But this one I am going to show you because this one is the reason why the other ones are here. I will not suggest this as a must buy for like new collectors because this is super expensive. I cannot suggest this to people. Rather go for Perriel's 360 degree red. That one I suggested winner over this in every aspect except the smell. But $85 for this fragrance with that performance. Sorry, no. Okay, so number 10, Acqua Di Gio. If this one had the performance of the early days, pre-reformulation, this would be somewhere in top 3. Okay, I'm telling you. But Acqua Di Gio still hold the sentiment and hold the place in my heart. It's in the list. Acqua Di Gio by Armani. So I'll write down the names. Don't worry. Number 9. Okay, I'm going to show you one of the code flankers, which made the list. I think we have 3 code flankers. Okay, so no worries, nothing to be said. Code is here. Number 9, I'm going to show you. I'm about to sell off this bottle for some reason. I was not reaching for it, and my like collection, like right now I am running out of space. So I thought someone would enjoy it a lot, but then I decided to keep it. If no one took it, so I'm like, okay, I'll keep it, no problem. It's actually a very decent fragrance. Okay, Armani Code Colonia. So this bottle is the blue colored bottle. If you can pick it up, a little bit blue color. This actually is a fresh take on Armani's Code. It's not as sweet, but it has freshness as well as sweetness. I think there's a green apple or some sort of fruity notes used here. It's kind of got this blue vibe. You can definitely smell it. It's very different from the original Code. I had another one, Armani Code Iced. That one was really minty, fresh, cooling one. And then I had Sport. So I reviewed the whole line. Okay, please do check it out. But this one is good for summer. Okay, number 9 is Armani Code Colonia. Check out my review. You can get that under 125 ml, and this is a 75 ml bottle size. Okay, so after that, it's perhaps one of the most underrated and a perfume that not many people would, let's say, expect in this list, because not many of you know this one. Okay, but if you are a collector for a long time, then you'll know. Sorry, I had to keep drinking tea to keep the voice going. Number 8 is one truly beautiful fragrance, and I will tell you, there was one brother. His channel used to be called as Frags to Riches. Now I think he's changed the name, but I still love his channel. He actually loves it. He recently put in his top 10 absolute favorite of all time. This is Diamonds. Okay, Diamonds have quite a few flankers. So I have one on my mind to buy, but I don't know, for some reason I haven't got it. They also have one for women. This smells so beautiful. It's a stunning perfume. If you smell this today, I think I forgot the notes breakdown, everything, but if you smell this, there's nothing like this in Armani's counter. Okay, such a stunning, gentlemanly, like if you like Hugo Boss bottle kind of fragrances, it's not the same, but same family, very high class, formal, and very charming fragrance. If you, let's say you like YSL L'Homme, you will like this. Okay, this is their Armani's version of this. Okay, but Armani's Diamond, and this, I think they have Emporio Armani, Giorgio Armani. This is Emporio Armani's line. Okay, really lovely perfume. This is Armani Diamonds. Number 8. Number 7 is a little bit low in the list because of my preference. Okay, but trust me, this, if it's on its own, it's a very good fragrance. It picks up, like if you pick this up from a shop randomly, just you picked it up thinking it's a good summer fragrance, that it is. And if you do not compare, if I was not making this list, this fragrance would actually be like really higher up in any summer list. Okay, so bear that in mind. But today is Armani's list, so it's a little bit below. This is called Acqua Di Gio Profondo. So Acqua Di Gio does do really well, because this is one of their money making line, and they actually love to make flankers. To be honest, I feel sometimes the Code has way too many flankers. I love that Absolu version. I do love few of the other ones, but I lost track. A list, this list, that list. So they should not do that. Like it's sometimes cash grab, trying to get more business on, riding on the success of the previous ones. But in the process, what happens with people, they sort of forget. Like let's say Hugo Boss bottle. Everybody remembers that perfume for last 20 years. Even next 30-40 years, when people talk about Boss bottle, people will remember, right? But if you talk about Armani's Code, people will be like, which one? Then you say something, a name that people never heard of, and then you will be like, oh, is it one of those 100 flankers? Just not a relevant talk, perhaps, but I'm just telling you, they do that. But Armani's, this one is actually a good release. Okay, it's not as good as the next few ones, but this actually, it's a very fresh, marine, kind of like casual, young, youthful sort of Acqua Di Gio, and it's more affordable than Profumo for sure, and also Absolu. This is actually more affordable, but they are not cheap. So Profondo, you can easily rock it with t-shirt, jeans, casual Fridays, casual weekdays. If you're a student, amazing fragrance. The Profondo Lights, I really wish I had it, but I couldn't buy it just yet. But number 7, I think, yes, number 7 is Acqua Di Gio Profondo. Okay, so this next one I prefer over Profondo because the scent profile is more fruity and it's more tropical, and this deserves more love. In the community, people need to talk about it more. And I think few of my group members in Fragcomm Bangladesh love this. This is Acqua Di Gio Absolu. Okay, they also have Acqua Di Gio Absolu Instinct, As there are many other, I lose track. I did review the Instinct. That one is too expensive for what it is. Don't do it. This one, youthful. This is more youthful than Profondo. Profondo is blue. This is fruity. If you like fruity fragrances for summer and you don't like the Acqua Di Gio DNA even, you will love this. This one has very little similarity to the original, and it feels like a fragrance. It can stand on its own. Even if this was like a new release from Armani, it would sell, but they didn't want to take the risk, I guess, so they put it under this. I don't mind. Look at the juice color. It's very beautiful. Nice wooden cap. I prefer this over Profondo. So this one is number 6, Acqua Di Gio Absolu. Check out my full review. I'm not talking in depth. So we have first or last 5 gone, and the next 5 is gonna be my top 5. Okay, and this is again, remember, my choice. Okay, number 5 is the most shocking entry here, and I was like surprised myself. I'm like, this one made the list. How? Because you just love what you love. Number 5 is a female perfume, Armani C. This line also has thousands of flankers, and all of them are good. I just tried all of them, the red one, the black one. I lost track. Fiore, this and that. I reviewed many. This is a line of Armani that is a success. This smells so rich. The original C, the EDP, the cap is so stunning. I don't have anything for Armani's Privé line or niche line. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of gems there. But Armani, man, this is rose, fruity, sweet, thick. As a man, I worried. I kept this much juice. This was my 2016 purchase. I kept it with me for a number of years for a reason, because I like to just remind myself once in a while how good this smells. I wear it. If you like Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf, if you like Black Opium right there, or Decadence, not Decadence, sorry, what's the other one? La Vie Belle by Lancome. This is an easy love, okay? As a dude, if you have a sweet tooth, you can rock this. Very beast mode fragrance, okay? Armani C, this is my number 5. So here it's going to be getting a little tricky. We have 4 left, but actually in reality there are 6, because there are 2 joint entries. So number 4, let me show you one by one what they are. First one I'm going to show you, number 4, Armani Code Profumo. I heard this one is discontinued, very hard to find. I have this much juice left, once in a while for remembrance. This one is the good time of Jeremy fragrance, okay? Without any, too much drag. I'll just say this is a fragrance which was a huge success. Jeremy loved it. He put it in his list, one of the most complimented fragrance, and that it is. It's very sweet, kind of got this cola vibe. Very sweet, very nice, really projecting a lot. This is one of the best flankers in this line, and I just am so glad I actually got to experience it. Will I buy it again? No, perhaps Absolu, but I don't have Absolu, which is why this is here. Even the new EDP I think is very good, but this is the Armani Code Profumo. This is number 4, joint entry number 1. Number 2, joint entry number 4 is that my favorite, I guess the most favorite right now is this one, Armani Code Ultimate. These are all discontinued. I have a special blend. I did have a few other ones, Sport. But this one, if you can find somewhere, get it. Okay, special blend or this. The Ultimate one got some coffee in it. I think it's a bit dark. It's also sweet. They all have the same DNA. But this one has some real depth in it. This is more mature version of Armani's Code. Very formal. It reminds me a little bit of Prada Luna Rossa Extreme, okay, in a way. They are both dark, mysterious, very long lasting for winter time. This is a winner for sure. I like this over Profumo, less sweet and really dark Armani's Code. This is called Armani's Code Ultimate. Okay, so we have 3 left, actually 4, because number 2 is going to be joint entry. Okay, number 3, let me show you a fragrance. I was going to put this as number 2, but then I'm like, no, let's not be too sentimental. This perfume, I had it long time back, and this is a line of 4 fragrance. I think they have Eau de Cedra, they have Eau de Nuit Oud, they have Aromes. There's one Aromes version, and then the original one I really love is Armani Eau Pour Homme. This is not a vintage version. Vintage version would have a black base here instead of the silver, okay? But this is also discontinued. If you find this somewhere, you'll see how much this is going for. This is going nearly $100 now. Within a year or so, this perfume will hit easily $150. This is a godfather, like Dior Rouge Sauvage, and they are like best friends, cousins. If you like the one, you love the other one, something like it. And if you like fragrance like Fiero by Xerjoff, try this, okay? I would say any day, if you're a mature man, if you like citrus aromatic fragrances, kind of like classy, lemon, it's a very beautiful lemon-based perfume. And definitely there's going to be Fougère, like a little bit of barbershop vibe will come off, but very like if you like Johnny Depp, you imagine he's wearing something as classy as this. You can also try Chanel's Pour Monsieur, but this one I feel is more modern. Okay, Armani Eau Pour Homme, a legendary perfume. Number 3. Okay, number 2 and number 1. Okay, big mistake again. I thought I had 3 left. Now there are 4 because number 2 and number 1 both are joint entries. Okay, all right. Number 2, first entry I'm going to show you is that Acqua Digio, the last 2 of Acqua Digio, and they did really well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Acqua Digio line made it, right? So first one, let me show you Essenza. In my humble opinion, this is the best ever released from Acqua Digio line. I had the EDP, I sold it off, did not really feel the vibe after a while. It was not doing it for me. The spices were missing. It was more citrusy, perhaps more modern, but more safe. This one was not safe. This one was really powerful. I had multiple bottles of it, 180 ml, 75 mils. I did sell. I found at one place few more. I sold them off for very good prices. But now, sadly, I kept this much juice. They have gone bad. Okay, and this all alcohol up top. Dry down is still pretty strong. So I spray on this on my shirt sometimes if I want to wear this, but do not wear it right away. After 10 minutes or so, then I wear it. Essenza, check out this beautiful thing. The magnetic top. I miss this in most of the Acqua Di Gio bottles now. The Profumo is the next one. They even took off that beautiful magnetic top. I don't know. Saving cost is one thing, but then losing the beauty of a bottle, you know, like this metal plates and stuff. These were premium, right? So number 2, first entry is Essenza. And I was telling you, my other favorite is Profumo, okay? So this one still, oh sorry, the metal plate stays, but the new version, the cap is not magnetic anymore. And then the front glossiness is gone, it's just white. So this 180 ml, I have this much juice left. Time to buy another one. This one, I'll tell you one thing. I did not like it as much as Essenza, nowhere near before. But more and more I wore it. In Bangladesh condition, you know, like people tell you, you know, like they notice. Like Dior Sauvage, Blood de Chanel. This one, if you wear something like, what else you wear? Dolce & Gabbana light blue. People immediately recognize, are you wearing 1 million? You were wearing at Acqua Di Gio Profumo. And it feels nice, you know, it affects your mind that people say, oh, you smell really nice. I love that fragrance. Moment you get compliments like that, you know, you feel more confident. Like Dior Sauvage is another story like that. So Acqua Di Gio Profumo, perhaps it's not as good as Essenza, but if you cannot find Essenza, it's next best thing, right? So Acqua Di Gio Profumo is my number 2 joint entry. That leads me to number 1. I'm sorry I talked a bit too long because I'm doing the only one video with fragrances, so I'm doing bit much talk, but let you know why, right? Number 1 is you haven't seen anything from the Stronger With You line, and that's obvious. It's at number 1. So I had the whole line except the new 2. I think there's new one, Stronger With You Oud, and there's another one, bit lighter summary version. I don't have those 2, but I have had Stronger With You Freeze, Stronger With You Intensely, Absolutely, and the leather, right? So I'm going to show you 2. And these 2 are joint champions. Nothing is worse, nothing is better than the other, but perhaps my very last one is going to be my little bit better preference, okay? Let me show you the first one of the number 1. Stronger With You, Absolutely. If you have this, absolutely be proud of it. This is one of the strongest, sweetest, almost, I would say it's a complete fragrance. It's a perfect fragrance. If you have a sweet tooth, it's the sweetest out there. So lovely, so beautiful. It has the gourmand aspect, very sweet. It makes an impact. You know, if you wear this fragrance like this, Salvatore Ferragamo, Vumo, Valentino Uomo Intense, Dior Intense, these are all in the same league, 10 out of 10, perfection, right? So this one, if you have, you don't have to worry to get Stronger With You Intensely. Intensely, many people love. I love this over Intensely, right? So absolutely is my joint champion number 2. But I would like to show you number 1. You guys know what this is, okay? This is more expensive, $100 plus easily. At least here. Some people may say, I know you're going to say in Europe, hey, it's going to be cheap here. We don't live in Europe, right? I'm sorry, you know. It sometimes a little bit annoys me when people don't understand our market is far from Europe and US. We have to pay a lot more tax. So fragrances are not that cheap and easily available. Number 1 is Stronger With You Leather. This perfume is the best today. From all the Armani, I love. Combined, this one I love the most, okay? Hands down, there's no two way about it. If I find the oud, I'll buy it. Why I like it so much? I like it a little bit more than the Absolutely because it has every single note. It has this additional oud, leather, chocolatey, and then you got this smoky vibe. It's mysterious, Man, it's just so gourmand. It's so delicious. If you like Armani Code Absolu, yeah, this one has some of the vibes of that as well. I think maybe got vanilla. If you like this one, you can try also Maison Martin Margiela by the Fireplace, but nothing beats this. Number one today, Stronger With You, Leather by Emporio Armani. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know which ones are your favorites. And did I miss anything? I know I have missed few. But some of the classic ones are discontinued, very hard to find now. If I do find them, like Armani Mania, some of the other ones, I know their names, but I did not buy them. If I find them, I'll review them. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.